Of legendary Florida State baseball coach Mike Martin is still being felt across the sports landscape, and our sports team continues to hear from those with some incredible memories of 11. Our Sydney Wicker is in studio with us. Sid, what can you share?
Well, Jacob, it's funny that you say that because when you think of the game of baseball, at least I always think about it with dads just tossing the ball back and forth between their sons. It's a game that is based off of tradition and history, and it's a game that travels through your veins. Mike Martin brought that father-like element to every team that he coached and every life that he touched.
I would consider him to be my baseball father.
Like many, former FSU assistant coach and former TCC head baseball coach Mike McLeod thought of number 11 as a dad. But unlike others, their relationship actually begins on the hardwood back in the fall of 1971.
And I tried out for the basketball team and didn't make it. But then a year later, after I started pitching, he was the first guy that really recognized that I had some ability.
Coach Martin cut him from the basketball team with the Cougars, but then in 1977, when FSU took on Georgia Southern, the #1 team at the time, he and Coach Woodward were sure to call up McLeod's number.
Mike was the one that could calm me down, and because I'd known him for a long time. And he said, "Mac, we're starting you on Saturday." And I said, okay. So everything was cool after that. And then I went out and threw a gym.
11 had this unique way of being able to connect with his players like a father does with his son. And that led to inspiration for his players to step into coaching roles for the next generation to inspire.
So many of us went on to play professional baseball and got into coaching. And you got to figure it's all because of Coach Martin and Coach Woodward, what they meant and what they did in our lives. It's really amazing how many he touched.
Now, it wasn't always easy.
You know, I can remember us having a real discussion out in Omaha one year about who we should start, and he won. And we won. So he was right the whole way.
But it was always worth it.
You know, he could fuss at you, and he could get serious with you, but he always finished it off by bringing you up.
Now, Coach McLeod just touched so many lives. As you can hear, that number 11 had such an impact on his coaching career. It's just fun to hear some of those stories that he shared, you know, the arguments that they had, but also the good times too. There was so many layers to pull back, but so many awesome memories to reflect on. Now, of course, you know, we want to continue our coverage of this, and we're hoping to hear from Link Jarrett speaking on the passing of Coach Martin. We hope to have that for you later in the show tonight here at 6.
Yeah.